What's up, everybody? King of Foam here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video. I'm not going to post this on my website or anything like that, just to push it out on my channels. We're going to talk about smart contracts. So we'll start with kind of the ones that I'm really liking. The first one is Trxchain, or Trxchain. I mentioned this maybe about a week ago. I've already withdrawn close to about 4,000 Tron from here. Looks like today I'll bring that up to 6,000, maybe closer to 7,000 from my two accounts that I have in here. I put 200k Tron in here in the very beginning, and I told you guys the earlier the better, and I knew that this one was going to grow like wildfire. And sure enough, when I deposited, it was about maybe 2 million Tron in the contract. Now it's at 11 million Tron in the contract. And I do think that that number is going to keep growing. I know that a lot of people in Etherchain are moving over to Tron because the transaction fees in Ethereum are stupid high right now, and it's just way nicer and way friendlier to work with Tron at the moment in terms of doing smaller transactions and even larger transactions, not having to eat up a $4 fee. So everything works very smoothly in here. I'm looking forward to this continuing. If you guys don't know what Trxchain is, it's a contract where you earn 1% every single day as long as there's Tron in the contract. On top of that, you can increase your earnings even more with referral income if you guys have built downlines. So there's all kinds of ways to maximize your earnings with Trxchain, working out nicely. Next one I'll talk about is Pgi Global. Of course, I talk about this plenty of times, so I'm not going to harp on it too much this time. I have officially reached over 100k worth of earnings that's withdrawn to my wallet. I'm looking forward for the next 100k. My first two packages are actually going to expire pretty soon here. This is at 150%, this is at 140%, so I might have to re-up on here pretty soon. I'll probably do another 20k or 21k deposits. No big deal on that one. Bitex is another one that I've recently started, is working out very nicely. One of the things that sets Bitex apart from other types of platforms is that it's claiming to be the next Binance, or trying to be, and these BUX tokens are supposed to be similar to the BNB tokens of Binance. Currently they're valued at 10 cents. They're projecting the value to go to at least $1 by the end of the year. And if you look at Binance's BNB coin, I think that was valued at a couple of pennies at first, and then is currently valued at over $30. So there's definitely a lot of potential here. I personally am just holding my BUX until I see some of this BUX price rise a little bit. That's when I'm going to sell a big chunk. I did do a sell of 1,000 BUX just to test it out, see how the process went, and it went really fast. I actually was able to get the Bitcoin out within a 5-minute span of pressing the withdraw button. So Bitex is working out very, very nicely. T2X is another platform that I'm currently in. Now, I've talked about T2X before. I'm not really jazzed about this platform because they're not on an external exchange, or an internal exchange for that matter. So I'm kind of just recycling what I already have in here, and just extracting Tron out as time goes on until they are listed on an exchange. We talked about Trxchain already. Etherchain, I wouldn't really recommend getting into Etherchain at this moment because I do think that we're past the tipping point for this thing to run out of Ethereum. But in other news, I should be actually reaching my maximum here. So 310% is what you're getting from the chain contracts, Trxchain as well as Etherchain. So I have reached my 310% after about 1.6 Ethereum, maybe 1.4 Ethereum left here. So that should hit my wallet, or I should reach that limit within about maybe I say a week tops. So that one's going well. I'm not going to withdraw from here though, because again, the fees are really, really high. So I have to wait until this number hits like 1 ETH to do any type of withdrawal. And then finally, we'll end off on ETH Diamond. So update on this. I've talked about this contract on my channel many a times before. This is the contract that usually gives me the most types of copyright strikes. This is why you haven't really seen me talk about it too much. But another reason why I haven't really gone into it so much is because I've been seeing a huge amount of deception going on with the P3D contracts. So I'm choosing to kind of distance myself from ETH Diamond for the time being, up until some of these problems are solved. And like I said, number one is the deception. So there's so many other clone contracts that are out, even the other ETH Diamond that's not associated with me, but the other ETH Diamond, they released 3 different projects already, or 3 different contracts already, and it's all about building up that hype and pumping the contract and then dumping the contract shortly after. That doesn't sit well with me. That's not what my vision is for ETH Diamond in general. I want this to be be a long-lasting thing, and that puts a bad taste in my mouth that the other ETH diamond is doing that to really just extract money from new people. It's like in contracts like the other ETH diamond and the frenzy, it's all about the people who get in first will make money and everyone else will lose. And you can tell that's what it's about because they just abandon the old contract and go with the new one the very next day. So those people are left high and dry that bought at the top, and they're like, oh, well, you lost, and better luck next time. So there's that. Then you have your problem with the Gandiji / Ethereum Gold / Ethereum Capital contract. My issue with that one is, again, excuse me, a lot of deception. So, like, I've seen in the chat, in that chat and a lot of other P3D clone type of chats, is that there's so many people that are asking like basic questions that should be answered honestly and truthfully, with basic, honest, and truthful answers of, can I lose money in this? Yes, you can. If you buy at the top and the contract sells off, you will have lost money. But what I'm hearing is so much like talk around speak and like borderline just lying, where people are being told, no, you can't lose money in this contract. It will last forever. You're guaranteed to make money. Like, these are the things that I've heard from these other contracts. And while I'm all up for hyping a project up and gaining traction, I'm also all up for honesty. And it seems like people are just being tricked into believing that this is a guarantee when they're joining these P3D types of contracts. So that doesn't sit well with me. I think Ethereum Capital, like the whole message behind it, makes it seem like a bank, and it makes it seem so separate from the P3D contract that it is, from Gandiji of what it is, that it just seems like a giant lie to me. If you really just read into it, the language is written in a way to, in my opinion, deceive people. So there's that problem as well. And then on top of that, you have your big time YouTubers who are just kind of promoting just to pump and dump the project. With ETH Diamond, one of the reasons why I didn't really like gung-ho go hardcore on it was, well, number one, because of the copyright strikes, but that's neither here nor there. But the second reason was, like, a lot of people were saying, King of FOMO, pump the project, pump it for me, pump my coin, King of FOMO, make me rich. And like they weren't doing anything themselves. And I'm already putting in, a percentage of my weekly earnings into this contract. And that's what what my plan is. And you want me to also pump it with promotions and everything like that too. Like, that doesn't sit well with me. So what I kind of did, I didn't really say this, but what I kind of did was I didn't do anything for like 3 or 4 weeks to shake out those people who are just expecting me to do everything. And the people that stick around, or that has stuck around, those are the people who are going to reap the reward the most, because they have the highest balance in the contract. They're able to reap what I put in from here on out, as opposed to those people that were just expecting me to pump it and putting so much of the weight on me as opposed to doing anything themselves. So there's that. So with all those things being said, I'm waiting for all of it to calm down. There's timing with everything. ETH Diamond is supposed to be a project that's supposed to be longer lasting, less stressful, not as pump and dump-y. So until all those other projects kind of die down and people don't have the same sentiment that they're pretty much having at this moment, a lot of people are feeling deceived, decepted, and scammed from these other contracts. Once that dies down, they can see a vision of ETH Diamond. That's when I'm going to start really pushing this thing up again. But that's my update with it, because I know a few of you have been asking about it. I know there's not too many of you in here since there's only 28 ETH in the contract, but a few you have been asking me about it, so I have answered it there. That is everything for today, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I think my next video, well, we'll see what my next video is about. Peace out.